So you see what I've been telling you. It's nothing like it seems. It's what I've been telling you. Oh, you'd learn what I mean if you came. But the risk, are you willing to take?
Alright, so we got the PEX line in the middle and the wood covering it. I started working on the step area. This is insulated with PEX underneath it. It will have hot water running through to keep it warm in colder climates. And right now I'm trying to plan and figure out if I want to do diamond plate here, if I want to do wood there. I'm kind of, man, it's windy tonight. I'm kind of thinking about maybe just making this all diamond plate down here and expanding up to a wood up top here. And I have a couple 1x2 angles underneath the two spots that would be stepped, and it's bolted down. It has a piece of angle on it, piece of angle going off. I'm thinking shiny should give it extra protection, and I can walk up here and walk in here, and we can be inside. And since I have the readjust here. Still not 100% sure. Since I had the floor done in there and all that, I think I can start laying in the actual floor. I do need to do something around the battery box there to get it so I can tie some stuff down. But it would help to get this area figured out so I can figure out how I'm going to do the access over here, because I'd like all four of these to be access. Actually, these two right below me access. The tanks could probably be done, but I want to put that. I might just do that tonight, is put some black pond liner around them to help give them a little bit more waterproofing should they ever leak. And I need to sit down and draw what I need for the solar panel array. So we're moving forward slowly but surely. As soon as I get the entryway figured out, we will start moving even farther forward faster, hopefully, and insulating. Yeah, still feels pretty solid. Almost done, but yeah, it feels solid now. It's a long step. I'll probably have to get me a little step to step up one, which will be fine because we can hang something there to keep the critters out. But the main thing is it's insulated, and that's a very important thing. Oh yeah, shoes storage is on the side, so well, get the height for this. I think I'm going to put some plywood here instead of having just metal, so it'll give me a starting point to work off of. Hello everyone, welcome back. A lot going on. Thank gosh I am finally done with the cluster of videos I was doing. Not that I'm complaining, it's just I was all over the place on those videos, doing a little bit here, a little bit there, and I had to sit on them for a while till I had them all to make a coherent mess of videos. So we're finally done. We're actually moving forward. Give you a little update of what's going on. I got carpet for the back of the cab area, I'm going to actually cover that up hopefully today or soon. I have the radiant floor ran underneath the battery box and underneath the floor with protected plywood on it, running underneath both water tanks. And I need to finish running around the front step, which I got insulated and tank radiant running underneath that. I need to run up here and across. Finish up this area here for the electrical compartment. Figure out how big of inverter I need in there. Get that sealed up. Finish running all the radiant down here, which means I need to get access to the subfloor area, which is over there, which is underneath the floor, which I have a bunch of stuff on it, and finish hooking up to the heater core and the heater system, get that ran and test, along with getting stuff mounted. It's slowly but surely coming along, slowly but surely. If you look up here on the front bedroom area, there's a leak. There's water standing there. It's coming from somewhere on the right hand side. I did replace some rivets whenever I was up in there last. I think I'll just take a hose to that and just see if I can find where it's coming from. Also, I have it might be due to the marker lights. I have some rib nuts coming in that I'm going to replace those with and see if I can get a better seal on it and stop any leaks I have up there. Once I know that all of this is watertight, we will start insulating and running power lines and running lines to the outside, basically everything, and hooking up the marker lights, getting insulation done, AC lines. Oh yeah, AC lines. I have, well, I'll just show you here. Alright, as far as my AC lines go, I got a mess going on here. I'm storing stuff where I'm working right now. I can't store foam outside because it'll break because of the way the wind blows around here. Everything else, I got materials stored in here. Also have a skunk living in here somewhere, which I keep finding him. If you guys follow my Instagram, you know I have a skunk in here. And we have a love-hate relationship. I hate seeing him that close. He doesn't seem to mind it. So as long as he doesn't spray, we won't do anything with him. But if he sprays me, he's gone. And that beeping that keeps happening is the smoke alarm, and I'm using it to keep it out, the skunk out. Anyhow, also need to take that apart. That's an old hot water tank. I was thinking about using it to store hot water in or excess water from my heating system. It depends on if it cycles on and off a lot. I'll drop that in there as a kind of buffer. But right now I'm not messing with it. Another buffer, it has all the safeties in it. Yeah, I kept all the wiring, a lot of wiring from the ambulance, because it's really good quality wiring. And the big thing is I kept all the AC lines from the ambulance too. Oh god, there's so much wiring. And I kept it somewhat organized. AC wires is really good braided stuff, and it should be enough to do everything I want it to do. The big thing is it needs to be cleaned. Oh my gosh. Hey, look, there's my CV. I thought it was in the house. Turns out it's out here. Anyhow, I need to come through here and wipe these off, clean up, and I can start dropping them back in the ambulance. So that's a list of things to do. Clean that up and everything. I think I have more in the back too. All this work is making me lose a lot of weight. So the CBO eventually will work in there too, with a ham radio or maybe a ham radio TV. But anyhow, I got all the old AC lines that I gotta run. We're not quite ready for that. We are, but we're not. There's a lot of stuff to do. I gotta pull all that off. Yesterday I was not planning on actually getting this far done, but I got these things on here. I gotta run some more bolts through here. Got this on here. This is to hold the door open. I wanted to hold it open at about 90-degree angle. Right there. Here, I'll turn around here for you without a bad lens. And that holds the door open. What we're going to do is come cut this off. What's the Kit Kat doing? It seems guilty. Cut this side off here. We're going to build a little box back here for some outside storage. These are going to be the doors. This is going to be welded solid because this is right where my subfloor and everything is. There's no point in having it open. Just another place for a mouse to get in. I want to be able to park with the doors open. without worrying about critters. Which that will be done today, I'm sure. Some of it will be. I still have to paint back here. This is my diesel heater. It needs to be finished being reattached, and stuff ran through it, which is ran through over here, which is ran through this thing. We'll have a clear view on everything on that soon. It's just I need to get this attached and a couple other things attached to this so I can run the bolts through the wall, through the support here, and get this insulated. Cons are falling. And we got to, sorry for the wind noise, I know that's coming through, seal these windows up. Basically there's a lot of work that has to be done back here to get everything going. I did get this on yesterday. I haven't decided if I'm pulling off the bottom lower portion. I ran into a clearance issue a couple times already with the back bumper here, and I have plans on building me a new one. Always have had plans on building me a new one, but it has to be done. So I guess for right now I would like to get the tanks bolted in, but I want to get them bolted in tighter than what I got, but let's see. I want to get them strapped in. That's what I want to do, so I know they don't move. You got the lower portion, and I also want to put some pond liner around it so if they leak, they only leak on one side and it doesn't leak throughout the rest of the cab. Which is probably what I'll also do today, is pull them out and leave just enough of a spot so the only place they're going to leak is right out where the spigots are on the other side, so I can keep track of that. And we're going to pull up the subfloor area. I think I'll do that. I'll go ahead and do the tank stuff right now. Get that in there and get the tanks on it. The tanks were originally, they could have faced either way. I'm still thinking about turning them around this way, but I think I'll have more room if I leave them that way. We'll see. Anyhow, I'll pull those out real quick and we'll drop the pond liner in there, and then we'll drop the tanks back in there and then bolt them. Drill a hole and then bolt them down where they can't move. We'll start that weight test on that and start testing them, weighting them down, and getting them squished in spot and where they need to be, where they don't move around. And we'll start moving some of this other stuff around. Oh no, there's lots of stuff to do. We got the entryway done, solid and insulated with heat. I marked all the plywood out with where the heat lines are underneath, so they're less likely of me drilling through them. There's just going to be a lot of stuff randomly happening, I think, from here on out. As much as I'd like to do it as one coherent thing, there's a lot of this going on. And of course, the wind's blowing today, and we're shaking a lot. I look forward to the day when I finally get a solid floor in here, and I don't have to watch where I walk. So.
Journey waiting to start. Imagine us going far. Oh, and we'll go farther than we've been ever before. Are you giving me the chance? Oh, we're not made to be what's before us.
Sorry, the camera ran out of juice and I just kept working and I got a lot done actually. And then the other day I just didn't record for some reason. So anyhow, as you can see, we got that screwed down. We have all the junk that was on the back section moved out so it can finish up the water system. We actually built this here, and this has little pockets for accessing the utilities, and I started building on the step area, which is insulated with radiant heat. It has a piece running through here and a piece running through here, and I'm just going to have to keep reminding myself not to drill over there until I double check it. Also, I got that built, kind of. It needs to be pulled out because I have some stuff to finish with the battery trays. Once I get that done, that will be attached down, and the door will be attached up there along with the carpets. Yeah, I'm gonna cover this lower portion up. I think it's gonna make it easier to do the water system above it, and it'll give me some outside storage there, or outside storage, not insulated storage. And we got the tanks in there with the other stuff. I actually need to start working on the water system, make sure it's all watertight before I get too much of this sealed up, along with the hot water system, which I am working on. I'm letting the paint dry for this area here, and we're going to put some boards down, and then we're going to fix this up and insulate that box there. That's I will have propane tanks. It's just going to be an optional thing, not a requirement in here. And it'll be outside tanks, so it'll make me feel better. And once we got the plywood in here, we'll go ahead and drop the tanks in here, and we'll figure out where all the water system's going to go and if it'll fit in here. And if it does fit in here, we're going to hook it up. We got to finish hooking up our outside loop. It's put together in various spots, but not all together. I got this side and that corner to finish up, and I'm kind of thinking about capping that one like I did this corner, so I have some inside-outside storage. It's not a big deal either way. Yeah, and insulated here, and I want to run a hot loop out here because this is where the fuel tank is going to go for the Bosco heater, and we'll go with that. Oh, and I have these mounted. These are they need to be supported. I think it moves way too much for what it grabs, so I might run me a little support on the back side, but it holds my door open perpendicular, or and then I got part of these on, and this is going to be part of the cover back here to make it look good and keep it secure. And I got the windows cut out done. I just did a bunch of cutting yesterday, that's all. Anyhow, yeah, that's what's going on. I'm not really recording much because, well, partly I hurt my back the other day. I've been taking it easy on that, and this is not really entertaining to watch me paint, among other things. So we'll get that going. We'll cut off or start cutting some of our old shelving out and reusing some of the aluminum from various things. I'm waiting until I get this completely done before I really use the aluminum from other projects or for other projects, because this is going to be the pretty side, and I got the pretty aluminum in here. Well, this is as far as we've made it today. Well, I made it today. So, sorry I'm not recording much. It's just, this is a lot of trial and error. And as you can see, we covered up that corner. We moved the pump to the inside. The heater's still on the outside per manufacturer's recommendations. Trying to find a spot for the distribution thing. This thing right here, which is going to run all my PEX line. And then I have these here. These are the solenoid valves, or not solenoid, but actuator valves to control each one of them. And I have individual temperature controls for each one, which those will be placed after. I gotta run me a wire over to the power box because I think I'm gonna leave all this stuff and have oh God, you can see the water system there. But back over there is going to be my power and control system. And yeah, it's coming along. It is. It's going along pretty good. It is slow. My back's starting to give me troubles. So I'm going to call it a night. We're supposed to have freezing next week. Supposed to freeze, so we're going to try our darndest to get it hooked up and get a test going, so you can get it heated. Once we got the heater going, we're going to see what we can do, basically. So, looking good. Everything's going pretty good for the most part, as long as I don't hurt my back too bad. I need to go sit down for a little while. And we're making headway on it. We're making actually a lot of headway. So we'll get there. Well, throw all my tools out on the ground where they don't belong. So, hope you all had a happy Halloween, and I will see you all in the next video. And hopefully once I get this more done, they'll actually start coming back. But we're on the inside now, so that's good. Ooh.